The Gladiator Effect argument is the biggest argument that we hear coming from those who oppose headgear. And even at that, we're hearing less and less of it. But this is the thinking that with headgear, putting headgear in the game of girls lacrosse will lead to the game changing. The boys' game is physical, the girls' game is finesse. And so that Gladiator Effect mentality is that headgear is not needed. Our answer to that, first and foremost, is that accidents do happen, and that's you'll read the science in the book about how that's been shown that most of the injuries in girls lacrosse come from accidental balls and sticks to the head, not from because the game is being too physical. But if we want to take it a step further, the game is changing already. All sports are changing. Football has changed. They're making it more up tempo, taking out dangerous hits to the game. Other sports are going through the same thing. Basketball, less contact, more up tempo, up speed. But in girls lacrosse, they are adding some light checking to the game. Girls are getting bigger, stronger. I know from my four daughters and watching them play. They throw the ball harder. They're more competitive, and they start younger and younger. I know in my town there wasn't any rec lacrosse up until about a decade ago when a coach came in and started it. There's also a signal in the rule book. I put the signal in the book. This signal is stick to head contact, which is book in the girls lacrosse rule book, that this is a penalty. A stick to the head is a penalty. That tells you that it clearly does happen. And then some say that we need to better train officials to do their jobs instead of protecting heads. But what we always don't understand is that mentality is saying that we can somehow train officials to be perfect, but we couldn't train them with headgear to say, officiate the game the exact same way. It should not change just because headgear is there. And that's what the state of Florida mandated headgear a few years ago. And that's what's happened there. There was an adjustment period, but the girls are all playing. The game pretty much looks the same from everything we hear, and that's the way it should be.